Welcome back to my cloud. Today's letter is to Ivan Glasenberg. He led Glencore for nearly 2 decades, building it into one of the most powerful commodities trading and mining firms in the world. Glencore's operations span continents. Its trading desks move vast flows of copper, cobalt, coal, oil, and grain. Its activities shape energy markets, supply chains, state revenues, and the economic trajectories of resource-rich nations. Today, as its largest shareholder, he is still shaping the future of the industry he helped define. Dear Ivan, if this letter ever reaches you, you're probably wondering, what does artificial intelligence have to do with me? Hopefully by the end of this letter it will be clear. For most of us citizens, commodities are invisible. Copper becomes wiring, coal becomes electricity, grain becomes bread, oil becomes movement. But before they become ordinary, these materials move through systems of extraordinary complexity. Contracts, subsidiaries, arbitration frameworks, political negotiations, and trading strategies that operate far beyond public visibility. Your career placed you at the center of those flows. I'd like to ask a series of structural questions. When a company operates legally across multiple jurisdictions, each with different regulatory standards, who should hold responsibility for the cumulative social and environmental consequences of their optimization? If a trading structure is compliant in Switzerland, listed in London, extracting in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and arbitrated elsewhere, where does accountability sit when harm occurs? Is legal compliance sufficient in environments where governance capacity is weak? Or does scale itself generate a higher duty of care? Large trading houses are often described as intermediaries, facilitators rather than creators of demand. Yet intermediaries can shape markets, influence state revenues, and determine which actors gain access to capital. At what point does intermediation become structural power? And if it does, what obligations follow? In recent years, public conversations around AI have centered on alignment, which means how do we ensure that powerful systems serve broader human interests rather than narrow optimization goals? Commodities trading is not artificial intelligence, but it is a system designed to optimize across borders, reduce friction, and maximize returns within legal parameters. When optimization becomes the organizing principle of global systems, whether digital or material, how do we prevent the externalization of cost onto those with the least leverage? Should multinational extractive and trading firms carry enforceable fiduciary duties, not only to shareholders but also to affected communities? If such duties were recognized, how should they be enforced in practice? What mechanisms could meaningfully reduce harm without simply relocating operations to more permissive jurisdictions? Should arbitration frameworks be redesigned to restore greater sovereignty to resource-rich nations? And should transparency around things like beneficial ownership and political financing be strengthened to reduce moral distance between decision and consequence? You have operated at a scale where decisions taken in one office could materially affect communities thousands of miles away. How should proximity to consequence be reintroduced into systems built for geographic and legal distance? What global reforms, if any, would you, Ivan Glasenberg, support to reduce harm without paralyzing global trade? To be clear, these questions are not about individual wrongdoing. They are questions about structure. As AI systems scale, many of the same design logics, optimization, delegation, insulation, jurisdictional fragmentation, are being replicated in digital form. Before we repeat patterns at cognitive scale, what structural levers may be worth examining to prevent scaling harm? Respectfully, our next letter is to Palmer Luckey, founder of Enduril. Thank you to anyone who listened.